Okay, so everybody, last night we had day two of our 4-day boot camp, and tonight we are walking into day three. So on last night, what we did was in our same conversation from day one, where we did all our ideas, brainstorming, identifying pain points, and different things like that, we started to build the outline for it. Okay. I also shared inside of the Google Drive folder for the bootcamp a document with the prompts in it that we've been using. So I'm gonna drop this in the chat for that document. So you can see the actual prompts that we use throughout the different days. Okay. So for day two, we started off with creating a step-by-step outline. And this particular outline is going to be for taking someone from problem to desired result. When you use these prompts and you stay within your same conversation, it makes it a lot easier for Chatty to keep up with and keep going with what it is you're trying to create for it. So when I did mine, I'm still within my same conversation, okay? And we did a step-by-step outline for an ebook that takes someone from struggling to have a successful digital product business to using Canva and AI to create digital products with confidence. And if you like, okay, we already know the problem, right? If you're not sure of the desired results that you want, go back up into the area from day one when we start talking about that before and after. I think it was prompt two. So if you go back up from day one and go to prompt two, you're going to see, right? We have some before and afters in here. We have some the daily, where is it? Here you go. Daily frustrations and big goals. This can be problem solution. So you can use these as your foundation for the outline. And what Chatty is going to do is wrap it all together for your response. So you're not trying to think of this stuff as your goal. Like that was the purpose of day one. So use the stuff from day one to help you continue to build on the stuff for day two. Okay. Let me scroll back down. I spent a lot of time on the title yesterday. I was like, Lord Jesus. Okay, so create a step by step. So now that we did this, we see we got our outline for it. So this is just to help us get our outline to see, okay, these are the chapters that we're going to do. This is how we're going to build it out. Once again, we're using this to communicate and feed chatting. Then we start breaking down prompt two from day two was what chapters would best support a beginner learning about, and then whatever your topic is. Of course, mine is Canva and AI. The reason why this is important because when you start to talk about your product through your marketing, through your content and things like that, it's going to make it easier for you to have those conversations with your audience. So when you start to make content about your guide, your book, your workbook, whatever you want to call it, this is a piece of content right here. This is a piece of content right here. And these are about chapters within your book. Does that make sense, y'all? So that's why we do this part. This is all to help you understand your product and also create content and have marketing ideas for it as well. So that's why this part is important. Okay. Yes, Miss T. Uh-oh, it went down. Did you have a question? Oh, you okay? Okay, gotcha. So that's what that part is for, to help you be able to talk to your audience, especially when it comes to marketing and promoting your guide. So from here, help me simplify this topic so it feels doable and not overwhelming. Hold on, y'all. I low key ordered DoorDash and they calling. Give me 1 second. Oh, she sounds so sweet. They didn't have my drink, y'all. She sounds so cute. Okay. Sorry. So help me simplify this topic so it feels doable and not overwhelming. Once again, this is for you gaining confidence in your product as well. And when you get to the creating content part on day 4, you have the information that you need to start building out your content. This also helps too with when we get to the bottom part of actually laying out the chapters and the explanations and your script for Gamma AI. It's going to consider all of this while it's building it out. This is what makes it different and user friendly compared to anything else. This woman calling back. Hold on, y'all. Okay. She funny. So this gonna help you, okay? And now, when we get to this part, we're turning this transformation. All of this is a transformation. I put 5 to 7 logical chapters, but I will tell you, when I went to run it through Gamma AI last night, the biggest, not biggest, one of the hiccups that I ran into is the number of pages it allows you to do under the free, which is 10 pages. So this is considered like your about me page, your chapters and all that if you do a closing. So if you do 7 chapters, just know, and we're going to talk about this tonight, y'all, just to go ahead and put this bug in your ear. You got what, 3 more pages to add outside of that within Gamma AI. But once we do everything in Gamma AI, I'm going to show you guys how to take it from Gamma into Canva to do the tidying up that you need to, i.e., you can add pages as well. Okay. The purpose of going to Gamma first is to get the bulk of it done. So when you go into Canva, you're not copying and pasting from page 1. Okay, so when we go to Gamma tonight, it will tap us out at the 10th page, but then we're going to take it from Gamma into Canva to do our covers, to do the final touches and all that good stuff. But y'all going to see how going into Gamma first is going to save us so much time with putting it together. Okay. So now we got our chapters with some explanation. This is where a lot of us got real lengthy. If you need to break it up, like Brittany had to do in different volumes or different parts or etc., and do a bundle for your topic, then you can. Or you can reduce it, like I think Miss Gwen was probably working on, to smaller chapters, or combine some of the chapters to make it easy to read, because a lot of things I was telling you too, that's such a good idea. I went straight to Canva. Listen, that's such the long way. Miss Monique, I used to do that too. That's why I never finished that ebook. But once I learned how to do it in Gamma first and then come into Canva, it was a game changer. So I'm excited for tonight to show y'all how that part look, so y'all can really start to put the pieces together. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, so now you can combine chapters or whatever, but keep in mind when we're going to Gamma, it's only going to allow you to do 10 pages. Okay. So once we did this part, we start getting into the title of our ebook, like what we want the title to be. This is all title conversation. I spent the longest time on this title, which a lot of us probably will. And we still on the title. We still on the title. And I still want to change it low key. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I want something that's like, oh. Like catchy. Missy, I'm gonna talk to you so you can help me because my brain don't want to be great. And I'm not gonna do this on this call because we'll be here all day. But I want something good. I like Overwhelmed in Canva, Stop Fighting, but I want something more catchy. I need something catchy. Like, don't throw your computer. I got what you need. Something like that. Mm. Don't throw your computer fooling with Canva. Ooh, something like that. Okay, let me write that down. Hold on. Sorry, let me write this down. I like that. Don't throw your computer fooling with Canva. Don't throw. I'm gonna say laptop. Hey, Brittany. Okay, I think I like that too. Okay, cool beans. So now once we did that, I asked it to do the table of contents. Like I said, all of these different you got your titles. Let's go, Brittany. Hey Cherise, that picture is beautiful. All of these prompts that I'm using is inside of this doc that I created for the different prompts, okay? So we start writing the table of contents for it and start building it out this way. And then I asked it because mine's tried to add additional chapters. And let me add this on y'all document. So just in case it tried to add additional chapters, you can tell it, hey Tawana, for the table of contents, please keep my same 7 chapters from the ebook structure or however many you have, because it tried to be funny. And then it broke out the chapters this way. So that's what we worked on for day 2. This part here is what we're going to be doing tonight. So I'm not going to get into this part, okay? But this is for tonight. So that's what we did, y'all. Do you have any questions when it comes to your outline, your chapters, your title, your table of contents? You can also work on your about the author page. So you can have that ready as well. So let me show you really quick so you can put it together. So when I asked it to use all the information from our conversation, the ebook chapter structure and the table of contents to create a Gamma AI ready copy and paste script for me to create this ebook using Gamma AI. Look how detailed. So we got the title page. This is my about the author page, but y'all remember this came from my conversation above. See how it brought this in here? The introduction, the chapters, and then it did a closing chapter and final encouragement as well. So this is why I like staying in the same conversation because it will break it down for us. This is when I noticed that it only did 10 pages, so I had to combine 2 chapters and it worked out perfectly. But I didn't even have to ask for this page because I asked it to use the conversation to build out an ebook. You know, an ebook needed about the author page. So that's where we're gonna start tonight. Okay. Any questions whatsoever, please let me know. We are building our outline and our chapters, getting our title and pages ready to go into Gamma AI tonight. If you have any interactive um, documents, forms, and etc. that you want to include in your ebook, try to go ahead and have those ready tonight. If you have a video that you want to include, make sure you have that video as well. I will do a 10 minute, or I may do 15 minutes for this working session for people to grab those or do their video or whatever tonight, because I know that a lot of us may not come with it ready. That may have to be 20 minutes now that I'm thinking about it. which is fine. So we'll do a 20-minute little co-working session where we can gather all our interactive stuff in our videos to go inside of our ebook. I'm having issues with my about me. I just don't really like what chat throws out. I might just hold out on it. Well, tell it, Brittany. Kind of like what I was telling Tawana yesterday. That about you is you. Tell it about you. Like, okay, thank you so much for this, but I want my about me to be blah, 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 blah. Like, talk it out. Or just write the about me yourself. Because Chatty can't tell you about you. It can do a lot of things. And the part that it can tell you is basically what it thinks at that moment. So I would say don't even use the what Chatty gives you if you don't like it or it's not accurate, and write your own. You can use it as a placeholder for that page, and we can edit it and tweak it once we get in Canva. But yeah, write that thing yourself. That's about you. Okay. Anybody else have any questions for me? Y'all know it can't tell me about me, but oh, hold on, this chat went by fast. But it would not keep up with what I first put in. Okay, and then tell it that too, Brittany. Like when whatever you telling me just now, tell that to chat. When I say I talk to that thing like it's a person, like I be telling it like, hey, I ain't say this. Can we go back to the original conversation? Like, even with that table of contents, who told you to add chapters? Can you go back to my original seven, ma'am, please and thank you? But tell it and go back and copy what you said that first time. Like, thank you, but I want this information in my about me that we discussed the first time. Tell it, girl. Don't be scared. Me and Breezy be going back and forth like we two adults arguing for real. Okay, gotcha. Okay, perfect. Will we be able to ask a few questions during the co-working session? I'm having just a little bit of a challenge incorporating all this good information, and Canva is killing me. Get out of Canva, Miss Monique. Don't even worry about Canva right now. When it comes to incorporating the information that is giving you, you can also ask it for a reduced version of it. So you can say, hey, I appreciate it, but this is a lot of information. I want to be able to incorporate this in 7 chapters. Tell it that, but you still will be able to ask me questions, but tell it that. Like, I love all this great information, but I want to be able to incorporate this into 7 chapters. Figure it out. And do not worry about Canva right now. Okay. Bree, so the free gamma only allows 10 pages. Yes, Tawana, it does. So what we'll do is after that, once we go into Canva, you're going to see how easy it's going to be to now add additional pages if you need to, and then build it from there. But under the free, you only get 10 pages. I think under that, what, 12 a month, you get 20 pages. So it just depends on, if people want to invest in that 12 a month or not. I used the free still, so I did 10 pages, and then I can take it from there. I may go up. I don't know. Probably won't. But yes, that's the biggest difference. What is the website for Gamma? Let me see if they have a link I can share with you. Um, I have no idea. Invite teammates. I don't want to invite teammates. I just want to. Let me see. Um, Refer a friend. Here we go. Copy referral. I need to drop this in the Telegram chat too. Let me do that so I won't forget. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't wanna be like Cinderella. Why do they keep popping in my head? I'm almost waiting for somebody to come and set me free. I can be. Are you begging? And if y'all ever use y'all Gamma AI referral link, you get 200 credits. I just realized that. Link to create free Gamma. Do, 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 do. Okay. Drop that in there so I won't forget. Okay. Great idea. You're welcome. Oh, dang, I need to make two accounts since I'm doing one for me and one for my client. Yeah, I would say so. Even though I think you can do another one. Like I could think I can run another book. It's just gonna limit to the 10 pages. Gamma AI puts the book together for us. It does. And then you just have editing and things that you can do to make it look the way you want. What's the downside of having a 365 journal? I'm asking because I think you said not to do that in one of your videos I watched. I wouldn't say I think the biggest quote unquote downfall is the amount of pages, if that makes sense. But I've seen 365 ones and they look really, really, really good. I can't remember exactly all the freaking cons. Hmm. Besides the number of pages. Hey Stitches, how are you, love? I'm trying to remember, Miss Monique. That's the only thing I can think of right now. My brain is on limit power, okay? Bear with me, girl. Okay. Them coworkers need to get it together. Tell them I say put me on speakerphone, Stitches, because this is too much. Is it a charge for Gamma? So they have a free, they have 12 and then another amount. So they do have a free one. That's the one we're gonna be working from tonight. The biggest thing I was telling them about the free one, it only allows 10 pages, right? So we'll have to do some additional pages and adding inside of Canva, which I'm gonna show y'all how we're gonna do all that tonight. If you do the like $12 a month, I think it gives you 20. Let me go back to this thing. Hold on. Where did I see it at? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Do, do, do. Yes, ma'am, Miss Judy. Uh-oh, don't hear ya. I have the free Miss T. She gonna be fired if she put you on speaker. We ain't gonna get her fired. We ain't gonna get her fired. It says you can create up to 20 cards per prompt. Yep, that's the pages, Tawana. That's a good question. When you see cards, that's pages. And with presentations, that's slides. Yep. Jeannie, welcome in. How you doing? And then with the 25 a month, you get 60 cards. So that is something that we'll talk about tonight. So free, you get 10. So let's say pages. Plus, you get 20 pages. The pro, you get 60 pages.
Hey Bree,
Hello.
real quick. So, what I was thinking about for my chapters, instead of doing like volume one, volume two, I was thinking like keep the what now, and then I do the when grief meets responsibility. That'll be the first one, and then my second one will be what now, planning through grief, and then the third one will be what now, navigating loss while planning what comes next. So like the first one would be the pre-planning,
Mm-hmm.
do you have, and it'll have a checklist. The second one will be based off of when you go to the funeral home once someone passes away or
Mm-hmm.
transition. And then like it'll have like a checklist of what to ask the funeral home director, so they won't have to, kind of steal all your money,
Mm-hmm.
take all your money because if, they take advantage of people when they go in and they grieving and they like, oh, you got an insurance policy, okay, the bag, how much is it? And then if the bag go up, so they want you to spend
Yeah,
the whole entire amount. So like to stay focused, I thought that this would have been a real good book. But
I
yeah.
like that. Yes. And I like the way you breaking it down and you putting it in chunks for them because it's a lot to process, right? It's a lot to process. So I like the way you breaking it down.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so glad I took this.
I'm
Just
happy to
don't
have
know.
you here, Brittany.
Just don't know how long I've been sitting on this because I have planned so many funerals and it's crazy.
Yes.
And
I've
we
been
all gonna do
outside
this.
looking in. I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, wait a minute. Like, yeah, it's a lot that
Yeah.
comes with it.
And the only thing I'm like kind of nervous because I'm like, people gonna really buy this? Or, and like, what's gonna happen?
That's a normal nerve though, because you don't know. It's that fear of the unknown, right? But
Hmm.
guess what? We're gonna do it scared anyway, and we're gonna see what happens. Because if you don't
Hmm.
put it out there, then you won't get no sales regardless. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So I
so
appreciate you.
you're so welcome, girl.
Thanks. Thank you.
I had chat help me create my cover, but I'm unable to get it onto my journal in Canva. Monique, get out of Canva. Get out. We gonna do the cover and stuff tonight. Get out. This is so needed. It is. You got this. So many people don't know what to do when it comes to funerals. They don't. Like, they don't. So people gonna need what you have to offer. And what you have is not a lot of to get. So that's right there a gap that needs to be filled. Depending on what state the client is in, they can try actual casket companies. 3K casket comes mean $600 this way. The casket cost is crazy. Period. What the world? You can include stuff like that too, Brittany. Like the average cost of things, or if you got any resources or
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I got that. Yeah,
Perfect.
I got jet. I put everything that I had written down because I had a Word document and I put it in
Yeah.
there and I wanted to break and it structured my chapters how I wanted it because I had already kind of pre-did everything and been writing. I just copied and pasted and put it in chat. And then I used your prompts as well and it structured it exactly like how I already. So it's gonna have everything in there that you can think of. Like thanks, like when you go to the bank and you put someone on your bank account, do you have and or there's a difference. It's gonna break everything down
I
from the
like
cost
that.
to every freaking thing, like the checklist. The I do intake forms because I also create obituaries and all that other design, all that other stuff. I do that on the side as well, and I make a whole checklist when I have an intake form when I do all of that. So
That's
yeah,
perfect. And I like how you still in your same area and able to help them with additional resources that you have. So Brittany, you right on track. You're gonna be just fine.
because I do so much. But yeah,
You're gonna be just fine. Miss T said when I get my products, I need to see how to add it in beacons. Miss T, you think I'm gonna let you leave out this boot camp and not show you how to do that? I got you. We do that on day 4. I'm gonna show you how to add it to beacons, Etsy, and Stand Stove. Shopify is the only one I don't know. But we do have somebody in here that could possibly show us. But I got you. Okay, I think I went to Canva because I was going off of one. Yes, I told you, Miss Monique. Like I'm literally, this is my first time. doing the boot camp this way because I used to do it another way. But we had to change the game because that way was actually a lot harder and longer. I figured out. So this is the first time that I'm actually doing it the way that I'm doing it, which makes me think I wonder if I should remove that old way of doing it. Hmm. I may do that. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I may take that out because I don't do it that way anymore. So if you get out of Canva, what do you do with the progress you made? Just hold it right there. Just pause where you at with everything. So when we run through it tonight, we can combine what you have and what we get to keep you going. So your progress that you have is not going under the rug. We just gonna pause it so we can get you on the right path to make even more progress with what you already have. $500 plus fee for clothing is crazy. You're welcome. They would buy it. I lost my whole immediate family, but one uncle, my kids, and I wish I had something like that. Right. If they don't want to add someone to their bank account while they're living and do PLD, also give yourself grace. The clients will ask questions if you have a chance. Overlook something. You always update as you go. Yes, that's the one thing too that I love about digital products. You can always add and update things as you go and upload the file. So, yep. Any other questions you guys have before we wrap this up? And I see y'all at 7.
Hey, Bree, this is Torna real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
When you mentioned listing, you said that you mentioned on Stand, we're listing it as a digital product, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that's easy peasy.
Yep. You got that in the bag. Yep, yep, yep. And that's what we'll do tomorrow. So tonight we're gonna be putting it together in the format. We're gonna be doing heavy creating tonight, y'all. The first 2 days been heavy information. Tonight is heavy creating. And then tomorrow we'll be doing final touches and getting it saved and listed and creating some marketing and promo material. Okay, okay, okay. So I'll see y'all tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. As soon as this replay gets done, I'll drop it inside of that Google Drive folder and let y'all know that it's ready. You so welcome, Miss Gwen. And I will see y'all then. I will be hopping on Epic Studios. I told them on live, so I said again here around 5 today. If y'all not doing nothing and want to come hang out. I feel this should be a 5 to 6 day boot camp for this one. I can't even last 5 to 6 days. I'm the problem with that. 4 is a struggle for me. 5 to 6 is crazy. I'm like, woo, Jesus. I feel you though, because you can do 2 days with creating. 2 days is crazy. This was the perfect pace for my ADHD. I got you. Y'all are so welcome. You have a blessed day too. I'll be on tonight. I couldn't find you. Okay. Tap in, Miss Sharice. I'll be there. I'll be there. All right, y'all. DQs, like Coach Bree always say, even when life turns you upside down, do not let your crown fall. I will see y'all at 5 or 7. Y'all have a good day.